Yo, son, what you saying? It's your boy King Cardo in the cut. Welcome back to another video, you heard? Nah, I'm playing. Let's keep it proper. Yo, what you saying, YouTube? It's your boy King Cardo in the cut. Welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to a little bit of a different video. As you saw by the title, today I'm giving a little bit of a take, guys. We're reacting to the Knicks problems are worse than we thought. So for those who are new here, welcome to the channel. Good to see you. Please subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. Like and comment down below as well. But basketball is my favorite sport. Usually I got some like jerseys and stuff on the wall. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got the basketball net up there. I love basketball. It's my favorite sport. Today we're talking about the Knicks problems, guys. The Knicks just got eliminated by the Indiana Pacers.
What's that nigga name? Tyrese had a suck a dick, nigga!
Yeah, no one really saw that coming. Everyone expected the Knicks to move on. I mean, the Knicks beat the Celtics, guys, you know, and like I don't think anybody saw that coming, right? Nobody. Rumor has it they're thinking about trading Cap. I don't know. So what we're gonna do is, if you guys heard of this guy called AM Hoops, he kind of just does like NBA breakdowns, just like all these other guys. So yeah, let's just react to this video. I'm gonna give him my take. You know, obviously I'm not professional, but I'm gonna give the take of a slightly above casual NBA fan, you know, like, so let's just get into the video and see what he's talking about.
Yeah, the Knicks made the conference finals for the first time in a quarter century, but lost to the Pacers.
I was just talking about this.
Team like the Pacers beat, you shouldn't even have an NBA team.
Let's pause. I've been having this conversation with damn near everybody I know. If you said that before the season started, before the playoffs started, if you said that the Indiana Pacers were going to the finals, you were lying. No one said that. No one believed it. Oh, by the way, shout out to my Knicks, bro. You know, I changed the lights to represent y'all colors. We got the orange and the blue. Sucks to suck, bro. You know,
Tibbs is what he is, but we shouldn't have lost to the Pacers, right? Weird though, if you look at the best team since January 1st, happens to be the Thunder and the Pacers, both teams in the NBA.
I didn't know that.
It turns out, dumb fans just hear Pacers and they think, oh, they suck, because they don't watch basketball.
It's the Pacers. Nobody expects the Pacers to be good.
Team, and Tom Thibodeau was the scapegoat. So why did he get fired? Because it wasn't for results. I mean, 51 wins, knocked out the defending champ Celtics. It's almost like the Knicks are allergic to success. Anytime they get a little success, they have to do something chaotic. But then it gets weird, because one man who didn't want Tibbs fired happens to be the face of the franchise, Jalen Brunson, and his dad was Tibbs' lead assistant. But a 20-year Knicks reporter named Frank Isola says not everyone's happy with Jalen's dad being part of the team either.
I think there are people in the front office that have an issue with him, and I think, you know, this could be like one of many dominoes here, and this is just the beginning. To think that, oh, that's right, we get rid of Tom, everything's going to be perfect. There's a lot of stuff going on there right now.
What does that even mean? It's the beginning of the Knicks chaos? This is so like them. So what is the next domino to fall? Well,
you know what? It's okay. Let's just let them talk a little bit more.
We have to understand how they got here, because the Knicks made a huge change after losing to Indy last year. They already traded RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly for OG Anunoby, but
traded him to the Raptors. You know, it's okay.
Last summer, they dealt 5 picks for Mikal Bridges and Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a pick for Karl Anthony Towns.
It's just, okay, like, for those who don't know, bro, like, I'm from Toronto, right? But like, we have RJ, like, our team's not going anywhere, though. This is the problem. Like, the Raptors are kind of in a bad place. We won our chip, so, you know, still better than the Knicks. Sucks to suck. But we're not really going anywhere. Like, we kind of been in this weird middle-ish, like, we're like the new Atlanta Hawks, except for they don't have a ring. But we're like the new Atlanta Hawks, and I say that to mean that like we're kind of in this like in between place where we're not good to compete for a title, but we're not trash enough to, like, you know, get a good draft pick. Like, I don't know, man. The Raptors are in a very
it was to supercharge their offense, surrounded by elite wings, but a fatal flaw got exposed. Excluding the final game, look at these on-off numbers for the playoffs. With both Jalen and Cat on the court, the Knicks had a negative net rating of -1.8. Both of them off the floor, even worse, -18, you'd expect that. But when just one of them was on the court, that number jumps to a positive, with +11.1 for Cat without Brunson.
Wow.
So it turns out these two, 11 point.
Wow. Because what the defense? Oh, their defense is just better. So their offense is better with just Brunson and not Cat, but their defense is better with just Cat. And Cat, yo, hon. Good look for Cat though, because everyone says Cat's not a good defender. The team's a way better defense with Cat on the court. Nah, this is.
One for Cat without Brunson.
Trade Brunson?
So it turns out
What?
these two just aren't great
That'd be
teammates
crazy.
together. And the film backs it up. Brunson is a tough dude, but he's small, so you have to hide him on defense every possession. But Towns also needs a specific roster because he's bad on defense. So New York's got 2 gaping holes on D. Gets exposed every time. It's actually amazing that they made it all the way to the conference finals with their opponent easily finding a mismatch every game. Oh, but who do you think people are going to blame there? Will it be face of the franchise Jalen Brunson? No. Karl Anthony Towns has been the punching bag whenever anything goes south for one of his teams.
They went and they traded for him, and he's making $50 million a year, and at the core, he's a loser. That is their biggest problem. The guy is a loser.
Wow, that is so harsh, but it's nothing compared to what Gilbert Arenas said about Cat. This takes the cake for the most outrageous comment I have ever heard about an NBA player.
It's his physical makeup. Long legs, short torso, big ass feet. There's nothing he can do. He's built like a whole bitch. He's built like a female.
Yo, Gil, you're wrong for that, bro. Grown ass man, big purr, bro. To say he's built like a female is crazy work. That's just disrespect. Me personally, if I'm Karl Anthony Towns, I'm not taking that level of disrespect. But that's just me though.
He's built like a girl. He's like a full WNBA player.
Yes, hard-hitting analysis. It is so crazy what people are willing to say about Karl Anthony Towns
6'11", built like a girl.
Like, they literally don't say this stuff about anybody else in the NBA. But when it comes to Cat, anything goes. But it doesn't mean that they're all wrong, okay? Cat and Brunson do not seem to be a great fit, even though it was just one season together. And The Athletic reported his own teammates got fed up. Behind the scenes, players and coaches expressed frustration with Towns' defensive habits, less concerned about his talent level and more with his process. Towns executed incorrect coverages without communicating why. Players worried that Towns didn't grasp the importance of the matter. So basically, he can play defense, he just doesn't think it's very important. Kind of a red flag at 29 years old, 10 years in the league. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if Tibbs went to the front office and was like, look, it's either me or Cat, because I can't stand this defense stuff, so they fired Tibbs. Now, we will get to Towns.
Nah, because don't even throw that out there, bro. That guy was gone. He got out coached by Rick Carlisle. That guy was gone regardless, bro. He like Tibbs. He needed to go. And you know what? Maybe I'm a little salty because we're gonna backtrack. We're gonna backtrack way before.
Pull it back, baby. Pull it back.
Y'all have my boy Cam Reddish, and no one and Tibbs did not give him PT, bro. And that's where you went wrong. That's low key why they fired you. That's why I would have fired you. You know. Just shout out to Cam. Shout out to Cam Reddish. You know. I think with good opportunity and like a proper chance. And with good training, bro, he could have been a guy. Like, he could have been one of them, you know? The same way we saw Quentin Grimes getting his moment. Like, yo, Cam could have a moment like that. But I digress.
Towns trades, but Cat's not the only person to blame here. Mikal Bridges also performed way below expectations. Yes, he did hit some big shots in the playoffs, defensive moments, but overall, he was an average defender. And from three, just 35% from deep, his worst season since being a rookie, and that didn't improve in the postseason.
But it's like a percentage.
Because, quote, our organization is singularly focused on winning a championship. This pursuit led us to the difficult decision to inform Tom Thibodeau that we've decided to move in another direction. Really, a new coach is not going to fix the roster. So if they're serious about winning a championship, Tibbs really was just the first domino to fall. So who's
like they're pretty like New York's already pretty deep. I really don't think their roster's the problem. But like all my New York fans, let me know in the comments if you guys think your roster is the problem. Like I don't think that's the case though.
Next. Well, their options going forward are: 1, run it back. Say it was, hey, first year, we need more chemistry.
Run it back with the
2,
new coach,
fix the defense around Cat and Brunson. 3, boost the offense to survive the bad defense. Or 4, break up Cat and Brunson.
I think out of these four options right here, I think you should run it back with a new coach. I don't think. Well, fix the defense around Brunson plus Cat. That probably includes break up Cat and Brunson, or they're just saying get rid of someone else. But if you get rid of someone else, you're gonna lose your depth, and I don't think that's what you need to do. Boosie offense is not gonna work. We've seen Phoenix try that. We've seen what's that other team, Brooklyn, when they had KD, Harden, and Kyrie. We've seen them try it. Like, it doesn't work. Boosting offense doesn't work. Take the Celtics. They got Drew Holiday, defense, right? They won a championship. Look at everybody, bro. Look at just everybody. And look at the Nuggets. They won a chip when they had defense. They lost some of their good perimeter defenders. Now they're just not top dogs no more. Like, this is what I'm talking about, guys. The Knicks, you guys have potential. You guys could potentially get somewhere, but it's like, I don't think getting rid of Cat is your option. And I don't think any trades is your option. I think New York did the right thing. They got rid of the coach. That was the main problem. Just hire a new coach who's better. That's it. Simple.
What are they going to do? Well, trading Mikal Bridges is going to be tough.
Hire the Nuggets old coach. That's who you need. Hire the Nuggets old coach. I don't remember his name, Mike something, but hire that guy. Hire him. He's who you need. He is who you need.
5 first-round picks to get him, and they're not going to get near that value back. On the flip side, actually, they might have to extend Bridges to not risk losing him in free agency next year. But what about Towns? Well, he is the highest paid Knick by a mile. He makes a boatload of money, including a $61 million.
Yo, Minnesota gave him this bag? Because he didn't sign an extension with New York. Yo, Cat's getting a freaking bag, bro. I thought Jaylen Brown was getting a bag. Holy.
Player option that you know he's going to pick up 3 years from now. Which is
61 M's. Karl Anthony Towns. Big purse.
Not you blew by your man and got all the way to the rim. That was OG. He's a good defender.
Randall, like a $61 million big man who can't protect the rim, in this new CBA, no thank you. Only somebody desperate would. The Phoenix Suns are aggressively trying to trade Kevin Durant and is expected to be moved close to the NBA draft.
No, I don't like that. I think for Phoenix, that's a good pickup. But for New York, I don't think Kevin Durant's your answer. I don't think KD's who you need. I'll be so honest. I know KD's nice, but I don't think this is your answer right here.
According to a legit Phoenix report.
But who am I?
Yes, trying to keep Devin Booker happy, baby. Book and Cat were college teammates. Remember the Slam cover from 2019? Cat, Book, and D'Lo, all on the cover promising to play together someday. Well, it turns out D'Angelo Russell is a free agent this summer. Make the dream work. And yes, Kevin Durant is old, which would shorten the Knicks window. But it could be a 1-year window with the Celtics out of the picture anyway. But what about the fit? KD isn't great on defense anymore, but he's better than Cat. Then they would have to deal Josh Hart to get a big man.
Nah. Josh Hart's a guy. He's a dog. Like, this is who you need on your squad. This is not the same level of defense, but this is New York's Alex Caruso. Maybe that's a crazy take, but I'm throwing it out there. This might be New York's Alex Caruso. I think that they should keep Josh Hart. If you gotta lose Josh Hart, it's a no-go. New York fans, let me know how you feel in the comments, but I think that's a no-go.
They're still not over losing Isaiah Hartenstein. Now, I do have to say that Ian Begley...
Oh, if they had Hartenstein... Mind you, obviously you don't have Cat without getting rid of Hartenstein, but if they had Hartenstein, I think New York would have been a lot better off, bro. I really do. I think they could have been in the finals this year. I think Hartenstein would have been a big difference maker. He's a good defender. You know, he's a big body you can have in the paint. You know, crowd out the paint. Don't let Indiana get as many open looks or as many rebounds. You know? Like, this is...
Amazing New York reporter says a KD trade is unlikely. There's probably still bad blood with owner James Dolan about when Durant chose the Nets over the Knicks in free agency in 2019. But in the end, it would be like they traded Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a pick. Look, not the worst trade in the world. Now, obviously, the perfect fix everybody knows would be Giannis Antetokounmpo. But the only way that would happen is if Giannis asks out of Milwaukee and he only has a one-team wish list. New York. Otherwise, they don't have near the package to compete with other teams.
Giannis for Cat, Brunson and Giannis. Yo, that might be a problem, you know. I didn't think about that. I was only thinking about KD, but Brunson and Giannis, if they got Cat or they got Giannis for Cat, I mean Milwaukee's future is cooked because like Dame and Cat aren't gonna do nothing. If we're gonna keep it a stack, they're not doing nothing. But Brunson and Giannis,
teams for Giannis. Or they could just say, look, this was a team that in their first year together made the conference finals. Why panic now? Because they already did, firing Tom Thibodeau. But apparently, the chaos is just beginning for the Knicks. Shocker. But another East team might get Giannis instead. Dude says he don't want to go out west, which actually makes a lot of sense. But which East teams are really a threat to get him? Well, a new report just came out, and it makes the Giannis situation a whole lot more interesting.
You know what? We might have to react to that one too. But for now, to summarize my thoughts on this, I think if they can get Giannis for KD, I think that's a W look. That's a W move right there. KD for, did I say Giannis for KD? I meant to say Giannis for Towns. Big perk. But if they get Giannis for Towns, W move. But if they get KD for Towns, I don't think that's it. I think if I'm a New York GM fan, whatever, what I would want the team to do, I'd say run it back. Get a better coach, a better defensive coach, and run it back. And midway through the season, if it's not working, then you make a trade. But I don't think you should make a trade just yet. But hey, that's just my thoughts, you right? Once again, though, I appreciate you guys for watching. We're on our road to 100 subscribers. If you guys enjoyed the video, show me some love by leaving a like down below. Comment down what you want to see next. And New York fans, all NBA fans, I want to hear your takes about this down in the comments, you know? Well, once again, that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate the love on the video, all the recent love I've been getting. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what type of content you guys want to see next. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.
Smoke a little, talk a little. Sit back, kick back, smoke a little, talk a little. Sit back, kick back, smoke a little, talk a little. Sit back, kick back, smoke a little.